Oh, gotta fix the lighting. Hi, everybody! It's late, and we're starting with Game Night in Canada. We are playing Scythe tonight, which I played on the solo stream on Wednesday, but now we're going to see what it's like with extra people. We got Stu with me, newcomer to the stream, Bill.
Hello.
And Jeff is back with us.
Hello.
Also have a new secondary camera, which will give us a different view of the table every now and then, so you don't have to see, you can see the top of my head instead of the front, and not Stuart's face every now and then.
That would be nice.
And hopefully I've got a new mixer going with the microphone, so hopefully that's working out, but it's been a little spotty. I actually think I might return it, but little pocket mixer that I got.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
cool.
have been busy this week.
Very industrious.
Anyway, let's get started. Actually, you know what? The biggest thing I forget is who goes first. Out of all of we had this
literally where the game starts.
Huge discussion about everything that you can do, and then we haven't actually decided. The player with the lowest numbered player mat takes the first turn, then proceed clockwise. So on your player mat where it says agricultural or mechanical, who has the lowest number? I probably have the highest. I have a 5.
Mine's a 3. I've got a 4.
I got a 1.
Okay, so Jeff, you are the first one.
On a boy, check the bear.
Jeff is playing not Poland, so you get to choose the first act. So choose one of the 4 actions on your player tile.
Okay. So I'm going to start it at the gate with a produce, I think.
Okay, so take your little no.
What?
The one that's your little player man there. Put him on produce.
Produce.
Okay, so now you choose 2 of your tiles to produce on with workers, which is pretty easy because you only have the 2. So that's 1 wood and 1 food. And now you would go down to your secondary action, which you probably can't afford to do.
No.
Yours is so that's deploy, and you don't have any steel, so you can't really do that one.
Okay.
So we move clockwise. I said yes.
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 Yes. So now it would be my turn. And I am going to choose to move. I'm going to move my worker because I can move across rivers here, and I'm going to move my character here. And I can't do my upgrade action because I don't have any oil, and that's my turn. So, Stuart, go ahead.
Oh crap! I could have moved my character.
Okay. So if I do produce, I'm on a village.
Yep. So you would get a worker.
Okay. So I think I'm going to do that. So I get another worker. Does that go on the same village?
Yep. It goes on the village.
Okay. And then I also get steel.
Yep.
I get one of those. And then secondary action.
Can't do because you don't have enough. And then we just move on to Bill. So the turns will go by fairly quickly, since you only can take 1 action every time. Well, yeah.
So I'm going to move. So I
Yes.
that. I'll move.
You have to move 2.
I just want to figure out which one I want to move. If I want to keep the steel, or if I was going to keep the steel, so I'm going to move that there, and him there, and because of that,
No. Only your character can take encounters, not your workers.
Okay.
So you have to move your character onto that. Everybody's got one of those. They're always 2 spaces away to start off with. They're always 2 spaces away.
Okay.
All right, and now we are back to Jeff.
Okay, I'm going to get some movement going. I'm going to move worker over here and move on over here. And I can't do anything more.
Okay, so I chose move my last turn, so unfortunately I can't move again this turn. So this time I'm going to go on to produce, and I will produce a extra worker, and no, workers is not a piece of wood,
I hope not.
and some wood.
WSIB after you.
And
What
Stuart.
are you up to say, Mr. 2x4? I think this is a great place to work. No, that's not dry blood on me.
Well, these are Eastern. Well, I guess I'm Scandinavian, but for the rest of you are Eastern Bloc countries.
Yeah.
True. Oh, we have someone joining.
Oh, hello, Rainmite. I hope you're having a good evening. Thanks for joining us this late. All right. So what are we doing?
I can do my thing twice, can't I?
Yes,
But
you.
if I do produce, then I've got to pay for it.
Yes. No, not yet.
Not yet?
If you do produce, you could produce 2 workers too, because you've got 2 workers on the village.
Yeah. But I would have to pay for it based on what's underneath them.
Not yet, because right now you don't have a cost. So the first thing is the cost. It goes top down. So the
okay.
cost isn't there, so you don't have to pay it yet. Then you produce, which then would remove your workers. So the next time you did it, then you
Then
would
I
pay
would
the
have
cost.
to pay it.
Yep.
So it's probably actually smart I do that now and get it out of the way while I've got 2 there. Because I can't move 1 and then produce, can I?
No.
No. Okay. So I'm going to produce again.
Okay.
So it's another 2 dudes. And some more steel.
All right. And Bill?
So I have a question. If he chose to produce on that one, would he get another 4 dudes, or would he get 2 dudes?
That's actually a very good question. Let me double check that. I believe he could basically... He doesn't have 4 dudes to get. He could get all of his dudes right away.
It's an economy
These
of
2
dudes.
here, you're choosing 2 spaces?
Yes.
Okay.
But every worker that's on that space gets to produce.
Okay.
So he could basically produce all of his workers simultaneously. Now the problem is that his workers can't really go anywhere until he gets Riverwalk and a mech. So they're all going to be stuck producing steel and oil, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
All the workers on those territories may produce.
Okay. What does
Okay.
this thing underneath again mean?
That means 2 territories. So if you,
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
so that's two hexes. So these
Right.
2 territories. So if you were to upgrade, you would produce on 3 territories.
Oh, but I only produce on 2 territories.
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
So this one and this one.
Right.
So I'm going to choose to produce then.
Okay.
So I don't have to pay anything, but I'm going to make a dude, and I'm going to put him here. I'm gonna
No,
get-
it has to be on the village.
Oh, it has to be in the village.
Yep.
Okay. Then when I move, I can move him over.
Then you can
Okay.
move them off.
I'm
Yeah.
going to give him steel.
Do you want to pass him a steel there?
Thank you. And then I'm done.
I really hope the mic is working.
Is the mic working?
While Jeff in a rain might has left the channel, that's what I'm concerned with. While Jeff is doing that, I'm just going to check the...
Producing. So
I think it's working. No, it should be working.
I'm taking my free worker and I'm taking another wood. It's just like in Catan, I always seem to corner the market of wood.
Not sheep.
What game were we?
I avoid that like
That's
the
how you
plague.
get steep.
What game were we playing recently where wood factored in quite free?
Was that the tower thing?
No.
Was it the game we were playing which had like
Yes,
the pig and the
we had
cow
castle
and-
dice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Castle dice. We were talking about wood constantly.
Yeah, wood came
What
with
is it
free
with you
wood.
coming and playing, and we choose games that are
I didn't
extremely
pick-
wood heavy?
I didn't pick this game.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, that's
you,
my fault.
You just give me lots of innuendo to work with.
Oh, it's Chris. Hi, Chris. Please say something in channel. we're worried. Can you hear us? Or are you just hearing static? I've got a new mixer going on the mic, and I'm not sure if it's working. So please say something while we're playing. Please.
I'm excited that you found good ciders tonight.
Is that
Yeah, he keeps sending me photos of cider.
Oh, right.
It's photos of cider?
Yeah, I should say one photo, singular, but
Okay, so I'm going to move. I'm going to move my character here, and I'm going to move my worker back over here. And because I am now in an encounter spot, I'm going to take the token off. And could you please hand me an encounter card? All right, so I'm going to go onto close-up cam here so we can see this beautiful encounter card, because they are quite stunning. And they actually talked in the design about how they decided not to include text describing the scene, like what you have to decide on. You have to look at the picture and then decide, and you'll get an idea of. So my 3 choices are: give the newly recruited soldier a lift to his new assignment, gain $2 gold and 1 popularity, hire the soldier's family to work for you, pay 2 gold to gain a worker and any 2 resources. Ooh. Or throw the crestfallen family out of their house. Pay 2 popularity to build 1 structure.
Oh.
See, I told you, one of them is a dick move. I think it's a fairly obvious which one I'm going to go with here. I'm going to pay 2 gold to gain
Not
a
really
worker.
knowing you, actually.
Really?
how miserly are you this
Yeah.
evening?
I think it'd be obvious to pay 2 gold and gain a worker and a worker
And 2 resources.
and any 2 resources.
I know that's a very cheap structure.
No, it is a very cheap structure. Welcome to the channel, Axe on R11. Although we're still not sure if you can hear us or not.
Chris says no sound in Safari. He's gonna try on Chrome.
No sound.
Yeah.
Does anybody know sign language? So I'm gonna choose. Well, no, I was gonna say something mean and real life relevant. Oh, now you can hear us. So it was a Chrome thing,
There we go. Safari thing.
a Safari thing.
Hmm.
Can you hear us well, Chris? That's kind of what I want to know. Or is it awful?
Typical Apple. Special little butterflies that they are.
Yeah. So I'm assuming Axonar and everyone else is viewing on
Oh,
Apple.
so yeah, let's assume that. Does it sound good though? That's what I really want to know. Because if it sounds like crap, I'm assuming he's taking that to you. We're on a delay, so
Yeah,
we
there's
never
a
know what he's
great
actually
lag
reacting
here.
to. Okay, sorry, it's Stuart's turn.
Yay! Well, I'm going to produce, so I've got to pay 1 of my
Power. Yep.
little buggy fees. But then I can put...
The bugs are power.
The bugs are power. Okay, so now.
Jesus Christ!
That's a lot of workers.
My village has been busy. It's a cold winter in
You
Russia
need-
this year.
The Russians don't have enough workers. Okay, now first.
Populating.
Oh, and I need...
Okay, and what we are also going to do is right now, because Stuart has put down every single one of his workers, which means he gets to put a star on the board.
Yay!
So if you'd like to hand
Look at
Jeff your
that.
star for putting down all the workers, right? And if you'd like to put that on the worker space, all right, perfect. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to do a simulated run through the scoring, just so that everybody understands how this works. Okay? So whatever coins you have in hand stand, and we start scoring by, all right, right now at all our popularity levels, we would get 3 gold per star. Stuart would get an additional 3 gold. Okay? Next, we would go for controlled territories. Stuart controls 2. He has his army of workers, 1 other worker, so he controls 2 territories. Bill controls 2 territories. Jeff controls 3, and I control 4. Okay, so we would get 2 coins, 2 gold for each territory we control. I would get 8. Stuart 4. Bill 4, and Jeff 6. And lastly, 1 coin for every 2 resources you have. Everybody currently has 3 resources, so we would all get 1 coin. Nobody has any buildings, so nobody gets any of the building bonuses. Okay? And then after that, whoever had the most coins at that point would be declared the winner. Which I think would be fairly close between me and Stuart right now, thanks to his stars.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So that's what we're
think
going
so.
after later.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Stuart, you can't take your bottom row action because you don't have enough food to. Oh no!
Oh,
you did
no, it has
produce,
to be
right?
the same,
Yeah,
right.
same bottom row action. I can't see how you don't have enough food to feed your army of people.
They don't need food, they're just busy.
No bread for you.
You're very, very, very Soviet.
Yeah.
What's going on here? All right, Bill, and not Germany.
I'm going to move. This guy here, this guy here. And I get this.
Yep. So go ahead, take the encounter token, and pass me the encounter card, and we will go to close-up cam. All right. So your choices are to shoot a wild boar for lunch of bacon, gain 2 food and 1 popularity, because everybody loves bacon.
There's no losers.
Herd the
Bacon.
boars away from town. Pay 2 to gain any 3 resources, or steer the boars into the helpless village. Pay 2 popularity to gain 1 worker and 3 wood.
It's not nearly as good as a building, I don't think. Let's see. I think I might pay 2 to get 3 oil.
Okay, so get the 2 coins and 3 oil. You have to put them on one of the territories that you currently control.
Let's put it here.
right. Can we put this? Where did I put the other one?
I put it at the bottom of
Okay,
the pile.
perfect. Bottom of the pile is a great place to put that. Right, Jeff, you're up.
Okay, I'm switching back onto move, swapping out a worker for Anna, so I can get that bad boy.
Yep. And let's go
And-
to close up. Ooh.
Come on, big bunny.
Conceive a plan with the patrolling troops in the forest. Gain 1 combat card and gain 1 popularity. Relieve the soldiers of some dead weight. Pay 2 to gain any 3 resources. Or deceive the soldiers and steal their mech. Pay 3 popularity to deploy 1 mech.
Oh.
I know, right?
Oh.
But you can't pay 3 popularity. You don't.
No,
you're
I
not
don't
that
have
popular.
enough popularity. Poland isn't
That
that
really is too
popular.
This
Damn
one
it!
seems pretty good.
I was so going to take that.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I need that camera
Yeah,
back.
sorry. You can't.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the 1 combat card and the 1 popularity.
Okay. So bring your popularity up by 1. And you get a combat card to add to your supply. So I don't know. I don't know if it actually explained what's going on here, but this is an alternate past World War One, after World War One was done, but World War One was won with these mechs, and the place where they were produced is this factory. And in order to get the resources, basically became a capitalist state, but it collapsed after the war. So all the people are still living in villages in the area, and all the farmland is still available, but nobody's in control of it. So this is where we're coming in. This is where that popularity is important, because you're trying to gain the favor of the people that already live there to help you with your war effort, to take control over the factory area. Because there's a lot of resources and there's technology in the factory that you can take advantage of. So that's why everybody's converged onto this place, including with the expansion, the Japanese and the Scots, to try to take over.
Man, alternate Europe got weird.
Yeah. All right. My go. Crap. I got this oil that I can upgrade with, but I can't use it because I just used the move action. Do I want to trade or produce? You know what? I'm going to actually use the trade action. I'm going to use it to gain 2 steel, and I'm going to put it back here. You don't have to put your resources on the tiles that match them. You can put them anywhere you want. So I have to pay 1 coin for that. And I don't have enough steel to deploy a mech. So that's it. Stuart, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Start getting my kiddies on the road.
And you can only move 2 of them. Which 2 will you choose?
Ooh. Which 2 have been working the hardest? I'll go for these 2.
That's not spoken like a true Bolshevik.
Yeah.
If everybody doesn't say they didn't work hard, what happens?
No more workers.
Raise hand. Raise hand if you are tarred enough. Excellent.
We will miss you at dinner tonight.
Yes.
Actually, considering his food situation, they probably will be dinner tonight. All right, Bill.
I think I'm going to produce. So I need to pay 0, and I'm going to produce 2 steel and then 1 worker.
Okay.
But now that I have 3 steel, I can deploy.
Yes, you can. So pay your 3 steel. So just take it off a territory you control, or any territories you control, and put them back, giving Jeff more work to do. Take
Then-
any one of your mechs. Probably want the
Assuming
Riverwalk
Riverwalk.
one first,
I
and put it in any place that has workers.
It's right there.
Okay.
So how do you build a mech
And-
again?
Now you also get a gold bonus for having
Neat.
built it.
Pretty sure you need steel.
Steel, yeah. So you need 3 steel, and you build a mech, and then you gain 2 gold as a bonus. The bonuses are different for each one. So Jeff, while you can go.
So for trade, I've got 2 resources and then 1 popularity that I give up?
No, you pay 1 coin,
Okay.
and then you can choose between either gaining any 2 resources
Mhm.
or gaining 1 popularity.
Okay. I'm gonna trade. Giving up my coin. And I'm gonna get 2 steel.
Okay.
Let's pop you over here for now. Okay. And yeah, I guess that ends my turn because I can't do anything with this so far.
Okie dokie. I am going to.
Jeff has a better figure.
We weren't having a competition, but thanks.
From years of childhood practice and drama club.
And probably studying a certain drag queen
a
contestant.
certain drag queen who will go unnamed.
Mostly because we can't pronounce the whole thing.
Zamolochikova.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to do now? Right. I was going to move so that I can. So I'm going to move you here. And no, I still want you there. Do I? Yeah, I want you there. And I guess I don't want to move anybody else. That's my river walk onto wood or steel. So I guess putting him there is the better idea. All right, nobody else moves, just him. All right, and I'm going to pay. So my secondary action, I'm paying 2 oil, and I'm going to upgrade my produce action. So I now can produce on 3 tiles, and I'm going to move my upgrade onto. God, these are all expensive. Deploy. So it only cost me 3 steel, and I didn't need to move that guy to do that. Oh well, whatever. Oh, I should have thought ahead. Anyway, Stu,
Okay, so what do I need to do to build a mech again? Which one of these
you need to do bolster
I
because
need to do bolster?
deploy is on bolster. Do you have enough steel? Yes.
Yes, I
So
do.
go ahead and choose bolster.
Okay, I'm going to
You
choose
put
bolster.
1 coin to increase your power by 2 or gain 1 combat card.
I'm going to just
Increase,
that.
bring your bug up.
Upgrade again.
Okay,
You
so
upgrade
that's done.
by paying 3.
And what do I do with? Can I put my monument?
No, that's build.
With hang
So you can't do anything with that. You haven't built.
But isn't it just
It's just in the way. So now you've done your top row action. You gain. So now you pay your bottom row. You pay 3 steel from any territory. All right, and now you grab one of your mechs and you place it on a place you have workers. Wherever will you decide. All right, and you gain 2 coins for doing your deploy action because that's the bonus that you get there. And that's it.
Okay.
Bill.
So these are the guys that do combat, right? Only the
You and your character can also do combat.
Okay. I'm going to do my trade action. So I'm going to pay 1 coin. And then I'll gain 2 food. Ooh, that's
2
2
food.
and then I have 3 oil, so I'm going to upgrade.
Okay. Well, food's got to go on a tile where
sorry,
you've got
yes.
workers.
Let's put it there.
Okay.
And I will upgrade.
Okay.
So
So
pay-
while he's doing that, Jeff, you can go ahead and start your turn. So while they're
Okay.
taking the secondary actions, we can go ahead and take our primary ones.
Reducing a worker. Do I have to give up a power for this?
Nope.
Or
That's at the beginning of produce. So
Okay.
you already had no cost.
giving up a power.
I'll gain 3.
And I'm also producing
Right.
some food. Maybe at that. And I don't, even though I've placed my steel there, I'm not producing steel.
Right.
Right.
That's well. Did they? That
It
wasn't
goes-
from
that's
production.
my
right?
trade.
Yeah. No. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. If you produce, you have to produce. You have to put it on the same tile that was produced. But if you get it from
Ah.
trade, you just put it somewhere where you've got workers.
Okay.
Now I am going to produce, and because I upgrade, so first I've got to pay 1 power for that because I've got enough workers. But now I can produce on 3 tiles, which I will do on all 3 that I have. So 2 steel, 1 oil, and 1 worker. And I don't have enough wood, so I can't do build. Next, Stuart.
Sorry to keep asking the question. So if I want to build something,
Build. Pay this amount of wood, and then you build any one of your 4 buildings.
Okay, and once that's built, then I gain whatever's...
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I do that. Oh, okay, got you now.
So you need wood, though. And
No,
all
that's
you've
okay.
got is people.
All I've got is...
You can't use people as wood. Creative.
And my river walker...
Why is your raft
We will,
moaning?
we will find way.
So I can only move across rivers to farms and villages, which basically means I can only go that way or that way.
Right, but
Are you
only your
curious?
mechs and character. So if you want to move workers,
Oh, okay.
your mech has to pick one up and bring them there.
Okay, and that's one move?
That would be one move, yes.
Right. Okay, so in that case... If I move my mech one space and then pick up a dude and move my mech again, I can't do that.
No.
No, okay. So I am going to produce. But if I produce, does that mean I have to pay all of that?
You have to pay all of that.
I'm not going to produce.
Because that's what you have to do to motivate your population of workers now is to pay 1 power, 1 popularity, and 1 gold.
Lazy Bolsheviks.
Pretty much.
They keep demanding food and payment and love.
This one says he's just following his bliss.
You can move. I don't know if that would help very much. You could,
No,
you
it's
could
not going to
gain-
really help too much, though.
You might have to. That's the problem. Is you might have to move in order to be able to move later.
Yeah, this is true. I'm probably going to pick up one of my dudes and move over here.
Okay, so that's 1 move. You possibly also want to start moving your character around because, like us, you can get objective. You got an objective here, right?
Yeah, and so,
So
I guess
you're-
I'll move him there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the
Move action.
I
And
don't
you
have
don't have
enough
wood
wood.
to build. So next is built.
Okay, I'm going to also move. My mech will pick up my dude and bring him to the wood. That's I can go to wood only and mountains, and so will my character. And I have 2 food, so I can enlist.
So so now you grab anyone. You don't have to grab that
Right,
one. You
right,
can
right.
grab any one that you want. And remember, you probably want to do whatever you think is most likely that Stuart and Jeff are going to do more frequently than anything else.
Oh, the guys. Okay.
Because that's the bonus you get on when they use a secondary action, and then you get to pick one of the primary actions, one of your immediate bonuses.
So you have some wood.
This is so
Right.
This is so
always have the wood.
confusing.
I don't think
You keep looking over at him and going, you have some wood.
I think I'm going to pick up. Yeah, this is what I want to do.
Okay, so that means every time that Jeff takes his, I think on hit for his, that's his bolster action, the one on the left, you're going to also be able to gain 1 power.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
Or when Stuart takes his trade action.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Now you pick one of those on your card. There are 4 bonuses up at the on the top part.
Mm-hmm.
So right there, you get
Yes.
to pick either 2 power,
2
2
power.
gold, 2 popularity, or 2 combat cards.
Let's do power.
Power. So you move your black spider up, and that's it.
That's it.
Oh yeah, except sorry, you gain 3 coins for as a bonus for your enlist action there.
Okay.
Or sorry,
Oh,
no bonus. Sorry, no bonus.
no
down there.
bonus.
Yeah,
It's the
sorry,
enlist.
it's
Okay.
the other one. Okay.
Yeah, you get 3. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. But I thought that was the one on the far side. So Jeff,
I'm a trading for steel again. Grabbing 2 steel in exchange for some money. If I pass that over your way. And I'm going to build a mech
okay.
with 3 of those.
So while you're doing that, I will move on to my turn.
Question.
Yep.
Whichever mech I pick is starting on one of these 3?
Any place you've got workers, yes.
Okay.
And you probably want Riverwalk first.
Oh no, I'm taking the HMCS Submerged Leviathan. And it's going here.
Oh yeah, you can move to lakes too, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
I can as well. But I can't move between lakes, I can just move onto them. Okay, on my turn, I am taking my trade action. So that's 1 coin. You know what? I am going to take 2 steel. I'll put that back here. And then I'm also going to build a mech. My river walk can go to woods and to... Really? I can go to woods or mountains. Oh, there's woods right here. Of course. Okay, so he goes right there. And I gain no bonus for building a mech. Crap. Okay. Stuart.
Okay, so I'm going to trade. I'm going to pay
Okay.
1.
So you've traded. No, wait till he gets his secondary action. Yep. Yep.
So I get 2 of any, or just the
2
ones
of
that I'm
any
on?
resources.
Any resources.
Or 1 popularity if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm good for the moment. Probably need wood.
Wood.
Give me wood.
2 wood.
2 wood.
And where would you like to place your wood? Wherever you've got workers.
Probably on this one.
Okay, wood has been placed. Okay, now you move to your secondary action. So now, Bill, you gain your bonus by moving your spider up 1. Okay, and you pay. You can pay 3 oil to upgrade, but you don't have any oil.
Nope.
Okay, so Bill, your turn.
Okay. I think I am going to trade as well. So I'll pay 1 coin and I'll gain 2 food.
Jeff, you want to give
Oh,
him 2
2
food?
food?
Sorry,
Sorry about
you're
that.
you're a resource banker on that side.
You.
Thank you.
And
Then I'm done.
okay, Jeff.
I'm going to switch to move. This guy is boarding, crossing to here, and
I think you have to move onto the lake
onto
first.
the lake first.
So that's your 1 move there.
Okay, that's 1 move, and I'm going to leave everyone else as is.
So his thing is that he. Well, hold on. Yeah, I
I
think.
pick up 2 options per encounter.
Yeah, no, sorry. You're submerged. You can move to and from lake, so he can move to and from lakes. So the middle 2 ones that you get for your mechs are unique to your faction. So he can move onto lakes and then use them as if they were mines, and move between them. I can move onto lakes, but I can also retreat to them instead of having to retreat all the way back to my home base when I lose combat.
Okay.
There's different ones depending on who you have. So the middle 2 are unique. The first and last are always the same: Riverwalk and Speed. So was your move action? So your secondary?
Now my question, and I'm sorry I keep forgetting this, for moving these guys into play, you pay the fee in green at the bottom?
No.
No?
Gain.
Green. The fee is in red above. It says pay.
Okay,
Next
so
to
you pay
it?
those 3.
Yeah, but that's that should be your build action, right?
Yes.
Build. So that's for one of your 4 buildings.
Yes. Because I've got beside build, I've got the symbol of a house and then a
Right.
coin.
Yeah. So what happens? So on top you should have wood, right?
Yes.
So how many wood symbols do you have?
I've got 3 here. I've only
Okay, so
possessed
so if
2.
you had 3 wood,
Mhm.
you would then pick one of the 4 buildings that you have,
Mhm.
and decide to build one any place you have a worker,
Okay.
and then right next to it you got coins. That's the bonus you get for having completed the build action. So you would get
Gotcha.
1 coin for having finished the build action.
Okay.
And how do you deploy these thingies again?
That's enlist.
Oh, that's in list.
Yeah, this one here.
Right.
So you take one of them off, and then you put them up here, and then you gain the bonus like Bill did last time.
Or 2 must. Okay.
Pardon me. Don't have enough oil yet. Man, do I have a lot of steel laying around. Actually, come to think of it, I didn't pay my steel for my.
No, you didn't.
Ha ha ha.
And they're like, wow, do I ever have a lot of steel? Why do? Oh, okay. So I am going to produce which is going to cost me another power. And I'm going to produce on this tile. I'm not going to really need that. And I can produce on 3 anyway, so I might as well get the steel going. This will give me extra resources and 2 more funny bunnies. And I don't have enough wood to build, so that is the end of my turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move him there. And I take the token.
You finish your move first.
Oh,
Is there
okay.
something else you're going to move?
I guess I'll move my mech over here.
Okay, yep. What do we got?
And once a tile is claimed, we can't make moves on it, correct?
You can with a combat we'll finish this first and then we'll talk about what happens.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got a beautiful beach scene with a paddleboat ferry in the back. It says, "Take a ride on the ferry as the wind tussles your long flowing hair."
Yeah. Let's not show that.
What
Thank
a
you.
pleasant beachside scene this
Gain
is.
2 popularity. Trade with the caravan for a variety of goods. Pay 2 coins to gain any 3 resources. Or pillage the traveler's wares at gunpoint. Pay 3 popularity to gain any 5 resources.
Wow.
You're the type of person that would actually do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of
Yeah.
considering it.
Let's get so much.
5 resources could be quite handy.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's on the movement, you could actually gain 3 wood and then use them to build this turn.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because that's why it happens all in order. So
Or I've already got 2 wood, but okay, I could still pay 2 to get 3 wood. Yeah.
you have 2 wood. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
So I'm going to pay
How much
2.
of a dick are you going to be?
Only just somewhat of a dick. I'm just
Okay,
going to pay
pay
for
2.
being a dick.
Okay. Pay 2 to gain any 3 resources.
So I'm going to get 2 wood.
And 1
Steel.
Okay, so before Stuart builds his building, let's put that back. Let's talk quickly about combat. So just as a quick example, combat units are the plastic ones. They're the ones that can engage in combat. Wooden ones can't. If you move let's say I moved my mech into this spot where Stuart just has a worker, the worker would flee, run away, and go back to your home base, where you could move him again later. This would cost me 1 popularity.
Cost you 1 popularity.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
For each worker that you displace off the land, you lose 1 popularity, because they don't like you for that. You know, the Russians told me I could have this place. So that's what happens there. Now, if I move onto a tile that has another combat unit, we go into combat. Each of us grabs one of these dials. We secretly choose a number on it that's equal to or less than our current power rating. We're going to spend that power. Then we can optionally take one of our combat cards and add it to the total. Okay? Then we simultaneously reveal the dials. Whoever has the highest total of power and combat card wins the combat.
Okay.
We both reduce our power totals no matter what. The loser has to retreat. So if it's a bad example if I lose. So if Stuart loses, his mech would go back to home base. We could move later. Because of my seaworthy, if I had it, I could retreat back to this lake instead. If you used the lost and you used the combat card, if you lost and put any power toward it, you gain a combat card as a I don't know, what's the word you call it? Consolation prize
Okay.
for having lost, I guess. But that's basically the way combat works. So that's why your combat cards are important. Your popularity and your power is important.
Okay.
If you have multiple units in combat, it just means you can add multiple combat cards. So 1 per unit. So if you, for example, Bill, who's got a giant pile of combat cards, if he moves in with 2 mechs against 1, he could put 2 combat cards into the mix along with his power. But if he still loses, both mechs return back to the home base.
Okay.
So what if your character goes to combat? Same thing?
Same
if
thing,
it
yep.
needs to retreat, goes back here?
Yep.
And you can spend a combat card for it?
Yep.
Okay.
He's the same as a combat. The only thing is he can't carry people with him because that would be kind
Can
of
these
absurd.
guys capture these points?
No. Only your
Yes,
character can. Well, they can capture the territory, but they can't do the
Right,
encounter.
they can't do
the
that.
mech can't interact with people.
Okay.
They're not quite. You know, they're marvels of technology, but they're not quite RoboCop yet. Okay. So finish off your build action. So 3 wood. Eventually. And choose one of your 4 buildings. Usually the mill is the one that I like to use at the beginning if you're
That's what I was thinking.
yeah,
And can
on
I-
whatever resource that you want to have produce most frequently or guaranteed to have some.
And as long as I've got someone on there, then that's...
No, it'll as long as you control it, it'll produce for you no matter what.
Oh, okay.
So control the territories. If you got a building and nobody else, you still control that territory, unless somebody else controls it. They can't use your building, but they now control the territory.
Right. So I could put that here on this steel.
Yes, you could.
Yep. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So I've done the mill.
And you gain 2 gold
2
for having
gold.
built. And now it's Bill's turn.
Okay, I'm going to move again. So I'm gonna have him move there. Have my character go here. So I do this before I do the other action, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you do that before you do the secondary.
That.
So let me get the card. What do we have here? We have a delightful fair, a festival. Enjoy an afternoon festival with the commoners. Gain 2 gold and 1 popularity. Enter a battle of wits and lose on purpose. Pay 2 gold to gain 2 power and 2 popularity, or drink too much and raid the storehouse. Pay 3 popularity to gain any 5 resources.
I thought that
What-
said something else actually for a second.
And
Drink too much and raid the...
Oh.
the whorehouse?
Well, you lose popularity, but you get the resources.
The last time I played a game with you, you kept like stockpiling spare bedrooms with farmers' daughters. So
True, yes.
this is a theme with you.
Yeah.
So what are we doing, Bill?
I think we're getting a little bit too drunk tonight.
Ooh, somebody's taking the dick move.
Dangereux.
All right.
So I can gain any 5.
Any 5 resources you want, yes.
So what do I want? I'm going to take.
Well, the world is your whorehouse.
I'm gonna take 3 steel
Jeff's the one who's got...
Everything's an orifice.
and 2
Ow.
more food.
Ooh.
Okay. Remember, that has to go on the board, not on your...
Yes.
Because somebody could come around and steal it. Well, that's doubtful, but...
So after that, I'm going to use the 2 food.
Okay, so while you're doing that, Jeff, go ahead and do your...
I'm a producing, pulling out
Endless.
another worker and getting another
And get 2
wood,
popularity back.
which I'm then going to use those 3 wood to build.
So you also have to pay 1 power for your produce action now. Because your root...
Ah.
See? Because up at the top,
Mm-hmm.
he's the white one, yeah. It says pay 1 power. Now that you've revealed enough. people-
Oh. I thought I was supposed to pay 1 power last turn.
No,
Was it? No?
last turn no, because you had to take off... Because you pay the cost first and then produce.
Okay.
So it hadn't revealed yet, so you didn't have to pay it.
Okay.
But now this time you do, so you have to pay that one power.
Okay. Okay, so I'm down a power, and I am going to take these 3 wood, and I'm going to build. I can build any one of these 4.
Any one of the 4.
So, mines are tunnels. This thing always produces. What do the monument and the armory do again?
When you take the action,
Mm-hmm.
there's a bonus underneath that you gain at that time.
Okay.
So monument you'll gain popularity, and armory you'll gain you gain power. Also remember where you're placing your buildings.
Mhm.
The adjacency to mines is worth points at the end of the game.
Yes.
So
Okay.
while you're doing that, I'm
So
going to take my
going
trade
to
action.
Get to building there.
I'm low on. I'm getting low on funds.
Sorry. At the end of his turn, I get a gold for him
Yep.
choosing that action.
Yeah, just go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So trade. What do I want now? I have. Well, I'm going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still, I'm gonna need some more. I'm gonna start gathering some wood here. So 2 wood for my trade action, and then I'm going to spend 3 steel to gain another mech. And this time I will choose speed. And Stuart. Oh no, I know no bonus. Okay, Stuart.
Okay, you can only build a mech on the
Right.
bolster action, can't you?
Yep. And you don't have steel, enough steel to build
No,
it.
I'm just planning ahead.
Yep.
If you capture a territory with a building on it, what happens to the building?
Building stays there, but it's no longer in control of the person who had
I
it.
would have to take back the territory again.
Yeah, in order to claim the building.
Yeah.
You would still get, I believe. Well, no, I'll have to double check. I think you might still get the adjacency bonus, but I'll have to double check that one.
Okay, I'm gonna produce. Do that. Can you drop me down there?
Yeah, 1 popularity.
One there. And then I'm going to go steel, steel, and oil.
Oh, you only did 2.
Nope, but I got the windmill
Oh, the
there,
windmill.
which is why.
So that means that you have to have 2 steel here. 1 steel. Oh, sorry, you're right. Never mind. You got it.
And that's only when you produce that the windmill
Yes.
Yep.
produces. Okay.
Yep.
I don't have any food, so I can't do any enlists. So.
Right, Bill.
Okay, I'm going to produce. So I have to pay a power.
Yep.
I'm going to produce 3 on here, so we get 3 steel.
Yep.
And
Jeff, you want to move the token box closer to Bill so
Yes.
isn't tight.
Excuse me.
so if there's no more resources in here, then that means there's no more resources to gain, or
No, we've got tokens to
Oh.
to show that there's like if you're it's kind of getting too ridiculous, then we can put a token next to it and say, okay, this acts as 3 steel, so that we can keep getting markers. So
Okay.
right now we're okay for the moment, but
then I'm going to pay 3 steel and gain a mech. And I'm going to take underpass. Am I?
am I?
Actually, kind of like
Are
speed
you?
right now. I think speed. And I get 2 gold.
And Jeff, go ahead.
Okay.
So while someone's taking their secondary action, start your primary action. You don't have to wait for them.
Okay. So I'm going for some movement. I'm going to move
I don't know if that should be there.
this guy over
Probably
to-
not. No, I think it
I
got
don't
knocked
this
over.
way.
think I have that either.
and that will end my turn for now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't do any secondaries.
I will move. And now I have speed. Speed!
Actually, I'm gonna use that other movement that I didn't use to move over there.
Oh, why not? Let's go for it. And so now we are in. So now I've moved my tank into a spot where Stuart's is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time for combat. Can you hand Stuart the dial, please? So now we secretly choose the number behind it.
So was it going to be equal to or less than our power?
Because you're actually going to spend it. And then you can choose to use a combat card by just sliding it behind the dial.
So we only spend what's on the dial.
You spend what's on the dial and the combat card comes from the unit, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and down.
Why does that not surprise me?
I believe ties go to the defender, but let me double check. Or I don't know who tiles go
I
to
knew you
ties.
were going to do that.
Attacker wins ties.
Oh.
So your mech.
When in history does that ever happen?
Yeah,
No.
that doesn't make any sense.
Only in Risk, actually.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, it's usually if the attacker shows up with as much firepower, they're the aggressor.
Yeah.
So your units go back to your home base.
You would think you would have a territorial advantage, right?
You would think so. That's usually how battle procedure works.
I get, well, unless it was like a complete surprise. Jeff, if you could put my star onto the first combat one.
Combat to there.
Yeah. And you do get a combat card for having used one.
You
For
just have
having
to
used
spend
power.
your.
And remember, we spent power, so.
Where does this go now?
Discard
Bottom of
pile. So yeah. And there's no retreating workers, so I don't lose any popularity. Oh, right. So I'm going to take my upgrade action. So while you're doing that, you can go ahead and move.
What's the point now? Yep. So I'm going to bolster.
I'm going to
That again. Does that. I'm going to pay my 3 steel.
Your move action can gain you extra money.
Yeah.
Oh, hang
I
on a
don't know if that's
second.
your
No,
steel
is that
anymore.
still my steel anymore?
Nope, that is my steal now.
So I'm not going to do the bolster action. That sucks. Can I move my character across, or does the mech is the only one that can actually move across?
No, your character can move across, but the same rules as your. So yeah, you could move onto villages and farms.
Okay. I'm going to move him there. And I'm going to move him there.
Crap.
Don't have any wood. I'm good to go.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, I'm going to move. So. Oh, you can sit there. Move there. I get to pay that. I get.
Where are 2 of them moving as opposed to 1?
Because
Huh?
I can move 2
You
of
can
the,
move 2 units,
two
With
units.
the
okay.
speed.
but they can move 2 spaces because he's got the speed
Yeah,
upgrade.
speed.
Gotcha.
And then I get 2 enlist again.
Okay, go ahead, Jeff.
Okay, I'm switching into produce mode. I'm cranking out 3 wood, so I can spend 3 wood.
Okay, I get 2 more combat
Some
cards.
gold.
2 combat cards.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
choosing
going
this
to
combat
Oh
card
right,
now.
sorry, yeah.
Put up my armory, which armory gains me power. Yes?
Well, yeah. When you do your trade action, you gain power for every trade you do.
Gotcha.
One power for every trade.
Okay, so I'm going to place that
Yeah.
there now. And that ends my turn.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my trade action. Man, I need gold.
Don't mock the poor.
Hey now, Mr. All of my workers.
What do you mean you don't like gruel?
If you move them around a little bit, maybe you'd have more resources instead of having
Well, I've
them
got nowhere
all-
to go because you pushed my mech back and I was trying to get my people out.
And then
your man with the wolf is like Moses, leading his people out.
and go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to trade. I'm going to get another steel and some more wood. I don't have enough oil to do anything else, so that'll be me for the time being, and I've got to pay 1 gold.
And
Okay,
I get
go.
1 power for that.
You're black. Yeah.
I'm going to. No, I'm not going to trade. I'm going to produce, so it costs me a power. And I produce on there and there, so I'll get a wood. And I'll get 3 more steel. And then I will pay 3 steel and deploy another one.
Okay, go ahead, Jeff.
I'm going to choose
Damn Germans.
disarm.
Wait, are the Germans invading Poland?
Didn't you say we couldn't be political in this?
Oh, sorry, I'll skip.
There's a difference between political and historical.
Oh, we missed
Dingleberries.
Dingleberries.
Oh, that's
Oh,
But hello,
Nakanshi.
hello, Paltry
Paltry leader.
leader.
An excellent sign of leadership.
and
And-
Nakanashi.
Nakaneshi, welcome to the channel. Chris, have you tuned out entirely? Are we that boring?
Oh, he probably just
Fell
has this
asleep?
on in the background.
Oh, okay.
Remind me again, and I'm sorry I keep asking this. How do I get these little?
Upgrade.
I gotta upgrade, which
Yeah.
I cannot do.
Yeah.
So I'm moving to move, and I'm taking a gold. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long haul.
So I get a popularity.
Yes. Okay. I will go to
Asshole.
move. So first unit, move 2. Second movement, and third movement,
How are you doing 3 movements?
because I upgraded my move.
Oh,
And now I'm going to pay 2 oil to upgrade once again. And I think I'm going to upgrade my bolster, and I'm going to lower my build. Okay, Stuart,
how do you upgrade?
upgrade your first here.
So
Oil.
you're there now,
Oh,
right? What does
right.
that mean?
That means, well, right now it just means I've got a mech in there. If I had my character in there, I would be able to get a
you
factory
need your
card.
character there too.
Yep.
Okay. That's good to know.
I think we shouldn't have made fun of Paltry Leader's paltriness.
No. Oh no.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to bolster. Pay that. I get 2 of those. Good. 3 steel. Speedy mech. And that can go anywhere I
Anywhere.
have a dude.
Workers.
Or workers.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to do that because I'm going to take you with me.
Probably want to spread those out a little bit.
Yes.
Right, Bill.
Let's move. Oh, you just use that so I get another coin. I'm gonna move. It's combat.
Ooh, double combat.
Double combat.
Okay.
So you can only spend 0 there. No, do I get to know if you choose a card?
Yes, cards.
Okay.
How many cards I have are I can't. Yeah, so I don't have any.
Oh, you have any cards?
No.
Oh, okay. This is very easy for me then, because you have no cards, you have no power, so I'm just gonna do that.
Okay, you can spend 1 power if you want.
You're attacking, remember?
Oh! Okay.
Go ahead.
Sure. I'll scan it back anyways.
I get a card, and you also get a star on the combat. Okay, so if you take your secondary action while you're doing that, Jeff's turn.
Okay, I'm moving into produce. I'm going to produce. Am I gonna have to pay for this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a power and a popularity.
Wait,
Or-
don't take him off yet.
Mm.
First you pay. So whatever's listed there, you pay first.
Okay.
Then you take the
Whatever's
dude off.
listed underneath him.
No,
Or-
because you haven't produced yet. First you pay.
Okay.
So pay first, 1 power.
Ugh.
Now you produce.
Okay. You're going there. You're going there.
Giant food rains down from the sky.
And that's all for now.
I get a coin.
I hate your little money empire.
I was gonna say money bags
Jesus
over there.
Christ.
Little money empire.
Well, stop taking all these actions, you know?
I'm trying to get in on this.
So I will go with my trade action and use my last money. I'm going to gain.
Oh, I didn't get my 2 coins for
Uh,
my mech.
Oh, when I generated the wood there.
2 food,
That guy.
and then I'm going to pay 2 iron to get my last mech out. And that will give me a star on the mechs. Go ahead.
Okay. I am going to move that one. So I'm going to move him into there.
Yeah, finish your moves first.
Yep. And then I'm going to move him into there.
So you're double combat?
Yep.
Okay, so we don't have to bother with these if you really don't want to. Because I have no power and I... Oh, wait, I do have a combat card, though. Okay, so which one do you want to do first?
Do I defeat everything that's in that hex or just
Yes.
one? Okay.
Well, yeah, yes, everything retreats.
Okay, so that one.
Oh, I can't really use the dial. Okay, nothing, no card.
Okay, so 0, I'm attacking, I win.
Okay,
I retreat.
and you lose 3 popularity.
I thought you lose 3 popularity.
No, you force 3 workers off the land, you lose 3 popularity.
But they're your workers.
Yes.
Oh, the way you made it seem
No,
was
no,
that
you lose
You're
3
making them
popularity.
really angry at you for...
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have to run
so
away.
your popularity drops to 0,
Meh, I don't care.
and I gain a combat card. I think, is it just when I lose, or if you spend? Oh no, I didn't spend any power, so I don't get anything.
Okay, and then the other one.
Oh, you get also a star for having completed
combat.
combat.
Doesn't matter which of the 2 combat things.
No, just do the first one, and then because it just counts with which that you did the first and the second one.
Okay.
Okay.
So I lose that one. You get another star.
Oh my god, I just realized your character is wolf named Night and Day.
Yes. You pay your power
This
that
is
you
for-
decided to use.
3 or
Second.
2?
3.
3.
2 goes in card. Yeah,
Is
that's
this
his
for
second combat. Yeah. And I gain a combat card for having used one.
I don't have enough wood, so I can't build anything.
And I have a very crowded home base. Okay. Nope.
So I gain a popularity. And then I'm going to choose the trade action. Just gonna pay that.
Yeah, get my steel back.
And I'm gonna gain 2 food.
Okay, so you only gain the bonus if he takes the bottom row action. So you don't get that popularity bonus.
I did not know that.
No, he has to take the bottom row action in order to gain that bonus.
I did not know that. Okay.
So he's been getting lots of coin.
All
So-
your money is based on
It's like
fraud.
3 then.
Hmm.
And it's
It's
like
fraud.
I think it was 2 popularity. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that. But that's okay. So I'm gonna gain.
Sorry, I wasn't clear on it. It's not if he takes the top action, he's got to take the bottom row action for that to count.
And that's everything for me.
Okay, Jeff.
Okay, I'm switching to move. I'm gonna get this guy to set up shop here, and I'm moving one of these guys over into my farm.
Can I redo this and put that there?
Yeah, it doesn't change much. Yeah.
And I'm going to end my turn there.
Crap. Okay. Well, I'm going to. I can't do that either. That's fun. I guess I'm going to take the move action, but take a coin instead. And then I can't do the secondary action, so that's it.
I need to bolster. Yep, I'm good.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, I'm going to take the move action. So he's gonna move over there, and he is going to move there. And then I'm gonna pay 2 food, and do my final on this.
Okay, so a star goes up for that. Pardon me.
It's that one. So I can reveal these at the end of my turn?
If you have you completed it,
Yeah.
then yeah, you reveal it.
So balance workforce. Have the same number of workers and recruits. I have 4 workers and 4 recruits, right?
Okay. Yep.
So I get another star.
Son of a bitch.
On the carrier pigeon one.
And
Yeah.
then I have not got my 2 gold for this. Then I'm done.
Okay. Jeff.
Unstoppable. I'm going to produce, and I'm going to get. I have to lose 1 popularity and 1 power, or just the.
Yep. Both of them. Power and popularity.
Well, can't do that. So I'm taking 1, 2, 3 wood and 2 food for this.
Oh wait, you have to pay, right? You can't pay if you can't pay the popularity or if you can't pay the power, you can't produce.
I'm not adding a new worker. This is
No.
producing.
That's not to pay. That's to pay to produce. Period. That's the pay for the entire action. Not to add a new worker. That's to pay. Like when you're producing, you're choosing the tile. That's what I mean. You pay to do the production action, and you produce on the worker tile. It's not the cost to add a worker. It's the cost to produce. The more workers you have, the more expensive your production is.
Okay, I'm completely lost then.
So that because, like just like trade, right, and every other thing, the cost comes first.
Mm-hmm.
That's to do the whole action. The reason you're getting a new worker is because you choose to produce on a tile that has a village on it.
Okay.
And the output of that is a new worker.
But I'm not adding a new worker. I'm just
Right, but you still have to pay the cost to produce.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
So
that's the same problem I have. I didn't have any money, so I couldn't, and I don't have any power, so I can't pay for anything, so I have to use the move action. And sorry, there is a possible. Are you on the move action now?
already.
This can happen. Where is this on the? Because I might be in. Well, I won't be in the same boat because I'll have 1 coin. But there was where there is an explanation for this if this happens. Players may find themselves in a position where they cannot take any actions. If this happens, a player must take a dead turn, where they choose another section of their player mat without taking any actions there. So you're basically not going to be able to do anything this turn.
Well, I can pay for something, so I can.
Oh, you have coins?
I've got 2.
Oh yeah, then you have to
Then
take
I
one
have
of
to
those
take
2
one
other
of those
actions.
2.
Yeah.
Like trade's basically the same as produce, right?
I'm gonna trade so I can get 2 steel and build my next mech.
Yeah, except trade same as produce, but you can't make people with trade.
I'll get my next mech in the wind, which is going to be.
Okay, so while you're doing that,
So you are taking the bottom action, right?
yes,
Yes.
yes, building a mech is the bottom action. Okay, so I just did move. I still can't do that. So I have to use. Oh, this is going to suck for me. I'm in the same boat as you were, where I can't take other actions. I'm going to have to pay to bolster. I go up 3 because I have an upgraded bolster, and I don't have enough food to pay for enlistment. So that's my action. Go ahead.
I am going to pay to trade. Pay 1. Going to get 2 steel. She's using pay to trade. No, I'm going to get 2 oil actually to upgrade. Oil. So that's that, and then I pay 3 oil. And we'll upgrade. So if I do that, then I can get, if I pay to trade in future,
You
I
get
can get
2 instead of getting resources. You get 2 popularity instead.
Right.
Uh,
And then I'm going to.
so that means now, Bill, you get your power update because he used. Yep.
Yeah.
Because he used upgrade.
Oh, but it's swinging her, right?
Yeah, but he didn't.
Oh,
use
okay,
his-
okay.
Yep,
his
sorry.
thing. Now it's your turn, Bill.
Okay. I'm going to produce. So I'll choose these 2, I guess. The ones that I have. I get 2 there. I have to pay a power though.
Yep.
And then I can pay 3 to build my last mech. And I get a coin.
And a star for having all 4 of your mechs out.
That is that one.
Yep. All right, Jeff.
With from my last turn, because my armory is in play, since I traded, I gain a power? Or is it when other people... That's...
No. When you did if you did the trade action,
Mhm.
then you gain the power.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm up 1 power.
Yeah. Make sure you're moving your thingy over too, because the little this guy.
Yes. Okay. I guess I'm going back to move so I can get some money. If I can pass me a gold. Thank you.
And that's it.
That's everything.
Okay. Well, I have some power, but well, that's damn it. Okay. Let's go with the move action. Each one of these is going to grab a worker. Yeah. And I do not have enough food, so that's it. Oh, sorry, oil. I don't have any oil, so that's it. Sorry. Stuart.
Okay. I'm going to trade. And I'll deal with that later. 2 steel. So that means then I have a total of 3 steel. I can't do anything else.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, I'm going to.
Scoliosto Gold, this is Scythe by
So
Stonemeyer
close to
Games.
gold.
So Scoliosis gold, though.
Sorry.
Is a name.
What did I...
Scoliosis gold. Wow.
So I didn't say scoliosis, I said something else, but it wasn't so close to gold.
But welcome.
Welcome to the channel.
The game is Scythe.
Sorry, where were we?
Yeah. So I'm going to be moving.
Okay.
So he's going to go here,
Okay.
and you have how many cards?
One.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay. We have combat.
Okay. I chose.
Ready?
Yep. We both hit 5.
So
But you're attacking. So
attacker wins. So you go back, but you gain a combat card for having used one. Bill gains another star for having completed combat. And is dangerously close to 6.
And then
if all 6 stars are out, then that means game's
Then the
over.
game ends. Yeah.
then I
So now you get to look through these 5 cards, choose one of them as your upgrade, and put the other 4 back.
Was he
Yes,
an upgrade?
Scythe is the game. Yes, because he's currently in control of the. He has ended his character on the factory. The factory has an action that he'll basically add that on the side of his board
Right.
as if it was an extra action.
Do you want to explain briefly what Scythe is for so close to gold?
So Scythe is a territory control game. It's set in an alternate history Europe post World War One, where we're all vying for control over this factory here and the land around it. So we are currently representing 4 not European countries of not Poland, not Germany, not Russia, and not Scandinavia.
so I chose Jetpack Guy, which
So this is the factory upgrade that Bill who is playing Not Germany, has chosen. You pay 1 combat card to gain 2 popularity, and then move 2 units. So he can choose this as an action.
It's kind of like Risk and Civilizations and
Sort of, except combat isn't the primary. Like Risk, getting into fights is the be all and end all of things. Here inside, it's not necessarily the primary thing that you're going for. There's a lot more resource management and construction and territory control more than outright fighting each other. In fact, if you spend, which me and Stuart did, which is kind of funny actually if you think about it, spend too much time fighting each other, then you end up, if you used your power. Did you go down on the power track?
we had to pay the power. Right?
Yeah. If you spend too much time in combat, then you basically start losing resources, and that's not good. Your mechs are primary. Your units are more for holding territory and defense more than attacking outright. So is that end of your turn, Bill?
Yep.
And Jeff.
Okay. Use my move. I'm going to have to drop some popularity and some power
Okay.
so I can produce. I'm looking for 1, 2, and 3 over here. And with these, I'm going to use. Let's see, I pay 4 food, and that allows me to use my
Enlistment.
recruit,
Yeah.
my list.
So you take any one of those round dots.
Okay.
Generally, what you think that me or Bill will do more, which segment of the board me and Bill are going to use more frequently, and then you gain one of the bonuses, which in your up at the top on your card.
I'm going to pick produce and play, and I'm going to use that for some bad coin.
Not too bad, so close to gold. I think we're all a little bit tired, but
Yeah.
And I'm also going to build. Am I able to?
No.
You can only do
no,
one?
only do the one that's on the bottom of the card.
Oh, okay.
Which one was on? That was the recruit on.
That
you?
was the recruit.
So I get a combat card.
Yeah. So remember, move your little thingy over. Your which one you're doing, because that tells everybody else which one you picked.
So yeah, I already had moved it.
Okay.
To produce.
Okay. I'm also going to produce, which is going to cost me 1 power and also 1 popularity, Jeff, if you would.
Okay, 1 popularity.
No,
and-
cost down. Work harder! Yay!
I get a gold.
This is Scandinavia we're talking about.
Okay, maybe I could potentially
Our
see
society is so efficient now.
that.
It's great. All the buses run on time.
Your Scandinavian is very Russian. So I get to pick.
Did you just assume my race?
Maybe. So
You
I'm
want to
gonna-
try this name that's just popped up?
the Mopey Bear. That one I got.
Yay! Welcome the Mopey Bear.
That one I could get. So I'm producing on those 3 tiles, and then I'm gonna spend 3 wood. Oh yeah. I thought I had a village. 3 wood to build something. What do I want to build? I know, I'm going to build my mine. Right here. Okay, go Stuart.
I need some popularity again, so I'm just going to buy my people's love. Can you put me up 2, please? Thank you.
And no oil, so Bill.
So I'm
Oh,
going to.
the Mopey. I pronounced it right. The Mopey Bear left.
Aw.
I guess he was Mopey.
I'm going to spend a card to gain 2 popularity, and I also get to move. So moving from a tunnel, or from like a mine to a tunnel, is 1 movement.
If
So if I moved to
Yeah.
here, I could use my ability to move to any of the tunnels.
sorry, what's your
I have
ability
I
again?
have an ability that I can move between mountains and any.
Yes. So if you move 1 to get so can you? Yes, you can move 1 to get to the mountain, and then 1 to move to any mine tunnel.
Okay. That's good to know. So, how should I move?
He's using this. He's using his card, but the move feature. So
That's that's a different card.
That's-
That's a different tile. So you won't be able to get any bonuses from
okay,
using
So I
the.
can cash in on that.
Yeah.
So, do you know what? I'm not gonna use the move feature. I'm just not gonna use it.
Okay. Jeff.
All right. Let's go for the movement. I'm getting this guy moving over here, so I can claim that.
Nope. Your character is the only one that can do that. Your worker can't do that.
Oh.
Only your bear chick.
In that case, let's keep you on some steel for now, and I will be just taking some money instead. If you can pass
How
me
much do
one,
you want?
One, please.
How much is you supposed to get?
Yes. That
want
was a loaded
want is
question.
is an entirely different thing. All right, what do I want to do now? That's not really going to do me any good. I have no money. No money at all. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. I produced food on an oil patch. Well, considering some of the edible oil products that we
Just-
eat on a day-to-day
This
basis.
is like mom
I don't know
used
if
to
there's
make.
petroleum though.
Really sticks to your ribs
Craft cheese.
and your
Singles.
DNA.
Um,
So, Neil was telling us last night about how every so often his friends would have meat and cheesemas, where you just come over with different charcuterie cheeses and meats, and it's just a big meat and cheese party.
Yum.
At which point Omar said, "I'd just bring cheese whiz." It's like, you're a bad friend.
Yes. That's so
That
much.
sounds scary.
So that's 2 moves. I have 1 more. And then I will pay 2 oil to upgrade the me getting money one, because I have I do not have a lot of money at all, and which gives me 1 money.
Okay.
More money.
All right, Stuart.
So I'm going to bolster. So do that, but then also use my 2 steel to build a mech.
Where you have workers.
Where I have workers.
Gee, I wonder where you have workers.
Right there.
Okay.
And I get 2 gold.
Yeah, you get your gold for him using the build that action.
I'm gonna trade in some stuff.
Yeah, you probably want higher denominations since you're sitting on a pile.
Yes.
Fucking Scrooge McDuck over here.
Okay.
So I'm going to bolster. So pay 1. Gain 3, because I've upgraded it. And then I get to pay 4 wood, which I have now, to build a monument. Oh, it's right there. And I'm going to build a monument. Oh, wait, am I? Yes, I am. Let's put it there. And I get 2 points from that.
Okay, Jeff.
Okay, I'm going to... Can't do that. And... Let's see. Okay, I'm going to trade, tossing in 1 gold for 2 food. Yes, 2 food. And I'm also going to use the rest of my money to do an upgrade.
Okay.
And I'll get more money.
So I get a popularity.
So while you're doing that, I will move
Ah,
on
crap.
to...
Some of those went in the wrong spot.
Okay, I'll fix it.
I'm going to take the bolster action, using my only money. So I gain 3 power, and I will use 2 food to recruit. Where are you, money one? Money, money, money. And I'm getting money! I've chosen money. Go ahead, Stuart. Remember, you can take the same action twice if you want to.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just tossing up at the moment. Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually do that. Just because I'm sensing that something is brewing somewhere. Oh no, don't get that yet. That's all I do.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Bill.
So if I move from there to there, it's just like combat, right? I can move there?
No,
No?
you... Well,
Oh, I have my feature, right? For move to mountains.
Oh.
So can I move right there? With someone else occupying it?
yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. I'm going to pay a card to gain some popularity.
I'm gonna knock over.
Gain popularity, and then I'm going to move some stuff. So one of these workers is going to go over here. This guy's gonna, yeah, let's move over here.
Jeff.
Okay, I'm going back into move so I can make double money.
Double money.
And you moved so I get 3 because...
Oh, he has to take the bottom action.
Oh, no, never mind.
No, it has to be the regular move action.
Double money.
Alright, what was it that I was planning to do and I totally forgot about? Oh, right. I'm going to produce It costs me 1 power and 1 popularity. If you'd like to drop me down, blue. Yep. I will produce first my last worker here. So if you would kindly put a star on workers. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg later. 1 wood here. And 2 oil here. And that's it. I can't take the build action. So, Stuart.
I should not have done what I did last turn. I should have traded instead. Because now I'm...
Don't have stuff.
Well, no, because if I trade and get that, I pay a coin, which is all good, but then I can't do this next turn to build the mech to get more coin. So I needed to do that last time and then trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I am going to move. I am going to go there.
You. Oh yeah, no, you can.
Yep.
You got the river action.
He's going to stop there.
Yeah.
And then the other one is going to take a dude with him, and I can't lose any more popularity, so... Oh, I can. And you've got... They're all the same. Oh, yeah, why not? In for a penny, in for a pound.
How much you dropping down?
Okay, so we're doing combat first.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to use my artillery ability to pay 1 power to reduce Stuart's by 2.
Well, that sucks.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you lose 1 popularity.
Okay, can you put my red heart down, please? And what do I pay over here? Just like everything? 2, okay.
2, and then the card goes in. Why are you putting that face up?
Nobody saw it, it's all good.
And then you get the encounter.
Yes.
So we want to go ahead and...
Humbly... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Humbly take orders from your superior officer. Gain 1 combat card and 1 popularity. Give the villager a ride home on your horse. Pay 2 coin to gain 4 wood. I only have 1 coin. Threaten to create an avalanche with your bazooka. Pay 2 popularity to this. No.
You can't anyway.
I can't anyway.
I think I know what you're taking. 1 combat card and 1
The
popularity.
only thing I can do. So yeah, put my popularity up. Unfortunately, because the wood would have been nice.
Don't worry, I'm sure the bazooka will come along again. Opportunities like that.
It's how much of a dick you turn into when
Yeah.
you say it. Sounds like, oh, okay, you're paying the money to get something, you ruin their lives.
Ruin
Okay,
a
Bill.
lot of people's lives. Let's end this.
How did all your things get on their land?
So I'm gonna take the move action and move him to there and him to there. And
Why? He's like there.
because you already have 0 thing and you're on the tunnel, so it's good for me. Well, technically we get 2 if you had any, and then we do combat.
This better be a bloody good card.
He can pay 2 as well. He can put 2 in because he's got 2 mechs.
Do we see the other dial thing?
You
Oh,
put it
sorry,
there.
I've got the dial. Apologies.
So you have 1 card?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just going to... I'll spend 2 cards. And I'll reveal. So I have 9.
Yeah, well, that's kind of.
The combat cards top out at 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so because my ability, I can spend my last star.
Yep, no, that's it. So as soon as the star goes down, it's done. Oh, you do lose,
I do lose
you do
one
lose 1
popularity.
popularity, though, for moving. I think Bill's run away with this one.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so that instantaneously ends the game. And now we consolidate whatever money you had. So have you upgraded your money piles to something more?
I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so move that up to a 10 one, because we're
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go.
Okay. So let's start off with gaining money for the number of stars you have. Bill obviously has 6 and gains 4 for each star, so he gains 24 coins.
5 minus 1.
Stuart, you have 3, and that's 9 coins. Straight into 10. I also have 3, so that is also 9 cards. Coins. And Jeff, you didn't get a single.
I did not. I still deeply do not understand this game.
Next, how many territories we control, which is probably the only place that Bill has. Actually, no.
I have 5, 6. That's a territory,
Well,
right?
sorry, that counts as 3. So 1,
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5,
8.
8, 24.
25 minus 1.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 3, so only 18.
Oh, I've been grabbing these as 25.
Oh no, they're 20s.
Okay, I'm gonna take back 10.
Weren't you grabbing a 5 as well? And
I don't think so.
oh, okay.
And Stuart, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh. At
21
I think you're right.
times 3, 21.
yay.
And then coins for every 2 resources you have. So
Are people resources?
no, people are not resources. Nice try though. So Bill, you get 2 coins. Jeff, you get
3.
3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2.
How many coins do you get? Sorry.
One for every 2.
Okay, I've got
So
5.
5. So then 2.
Oh my god, guys, these coins, they come in 20s?
Yeah. They come in 50s.
Let's do that.
Must be so
Yeah,
nice.
Just rub it in.
And finally, for every building that you have built adjacent to a mine, I only have the 1 building, so that gets me 2 coins.
Another, I'll trade this in for a 5.
So you have the 2 coins, Stuart.
Yeah.
I get 2 points.
2 coins. And Jeff gets 2 coins.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I wonder who won.
Well, I have 33 coins.
I have 28, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, sorry, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35.
I have 64.
I have 15 and I'm gonna go buy lotto tickets.
So, generally because I did the first time I played it solo, there's an AI that you basically run. I tried to, actually, funny enough, the first time I played it, I focused very hard on a couple of things, which is what you're supposed to do. Not, like, the German thing of focusing entirely on combat to get as many stars as possible is a good one. But I focused on just a couple of things to do. Because if you try to do everything, you're not going to get anywhere. And the second time I played, I tried to do a little bit of everything, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You need to pick, because you've only got the 6 stars, you basically need to almost pick 6 things and say, these are the 6 things I'm going to like really run hard in.
I found that these were very, very powerful. Like that's
They
what
are,
really
yeah.
let me accelerate my my list.
Yeah, and the thing that I did wrong this time, and I think Jeff, you're in the same boat, is I spent money too much.
Yeah. I I had not much money to begin with, and I didn't figure out how to generate revenue.
Yeah.
And it's a real shame that I didn't get into combat because I drew all the great combat cards.
Yeah, that's 5s and 4s.
And never
I
a
got
whole
so
bunch of
many
5s
twos.
and 4s.
So
and
many
I was
twos.
going to rock anyone. It's why I was aiming for that late showdown with Stu off the start.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you got to focus on just a couple of things. You spread yourself too thin, because then it says the same thing I did last time, and ended up happening halfway through it. At the beginning, I'm there like, I know exactly what I'm going to do, and then like, fuck, I'm just going to try everything.
also, my objectives are really shitty.
Yeah,
like you
well,
need to
I
be-
had the same
you need
thing.
to be really good to complete
What were they?
these.
I had control 3 mountain territories or control 3 village territories at the end of your turn, and I'm looking and going,
That's
there's
too spread
no
out.
way I can do
Well,
that
that's-
properly.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
They like have
control,
like 9.
Control at least 9 tokens of the same resource at the end of your turn.
Yeah,
Which
I
like
had that.
you just have to like hold it. And the other one is have at least 7 power, complete a movement action that turns back at least 1 enemy worker. So,
No,
like, you
both
just
of
need
those
to-
aren't. You if you could focus on one of
Well, that's
them.
the thing is I would
That-
these were neither things I
Yeah.
focused on.
So what you would have to do is essentially, if you're going to do an objective, it has to be linked to something else that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bill's, for example, he went with, okay, I'm going to go hard on recruiting, and it's going to meet this objective, so you hit 2 stars with 1 stone. So what you could have done is simply said, you know what, I'm going to hold off on building something. Like, what did like you bought 2 buildings, right?
yeah, my
So-
memory and my wood mill.
Forget about building the wood, like maybe the mill because it helps you out
Mm-hmm.
in that. But then forget about building all the other buildings. And say I'm just going to I'm going to drop 2 workers and the mill here.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I produce, I'm going to build my max. But every time I produce, I'm just going to drop some wood and leave it there.
Mm-hmm.
Drop some wood and leave it there. Drop some wood and leave it there. Then, all right, I got my thing, and I'm going to build all 4 of my buildings.
Yeah.
Or the mechs you can't really hold back on because you need them to
Mm-hmm.
to leave your area. But you could have totally sat on the wood and then suddenly gone building,
Mm-hmm.
then do something else building, and then 4 buildings and you got another star.
It's just a game mechanic, but I really hated the worker resource relationship. That like the more workers you have, now everything's more expensive,
Yeah.
which
Well-
means it's like it's disincentivizing me
you just
to
don't make a
actually
building
expand.
workers.
You can't do it too quickly, which is what Stuart did. Because then after that, the produce action becomes
Massively inhibitory.
yeah.
But I was happy with that because that wasn't my strategy. My strategy was just to trade and do whatever else. I
Yeah,
had to
so
do
that's where the
yeah.
trade action has to come in
Yeah.
come in handy. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Like now, luckily, because of Stuart's secondary action being too expensive, like enlist becomes. So you got to really look at your board and say like, what are you incentivized to do? Like I really should have focused on my upgrades. I had an oil
Yeah.
field right there. Like I could have just gone upgrade, 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 and then the rest of my board would have been easy.
Like my enlist was only 2 after I upgraded the first time, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so then you
I
were
was
you
able
were
to
running the
go
board with it.
Upgrade, then do that. Upgrade. Like I went like 3 turns like that. I just kept building stuff.
So
right?
Stuart was disincentivized to use produce, period. Right? Like there was once he got all his workers off, there was no reason to go back to it unless he
Yeah.
really wanted to enlist. But the only way that would happen is if you had upgraded. So maybe it wasn't a bad thing. But yeah, you got to balance it out because at some point you're going to run into a scenario where if you build too many workers and you don't have places to put them. That's the other thing is the workers also help to secure territory where when you're not being threatened. Like I probably should have moved out a little bit on this side,
Yeah.
like with another worker.
Well, I just got to a point where I needed money and I
Yeah.
couldn't add more people, so there was no point in expanding my territory.
Yeah. So you have to weigh. Actually, once you figure out that if you go because your initial again, I did the same thing. My initial thing was workers. I need workers. I have to have workers.
Yeah.
And if you go too quickly, you end up shooting yourself in the foot later on because now the power that you would have used to go into combat is now being used to produce.
Yep.
The popularity that you could use to be a dick during the encounter cards is being used to produce, and your gold is also being used to produce. It might not necessarily be as efficient as the trade action.
All right.
It's like I said, the first game I played, I like it doesn't reveal itself right away because it's not like any other game. Like it's a combo of
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
other
very, very different.
other things.
It had too many moving parts for me to follow.
Okay.
I found.
I found that as well. It took me a while to.
Yeah.
Like, you go through the rules and like, oh, you do this and this, and you upgrade this. And it's like, well, how?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
found I
I
looked
got-
at
I
what I
got lost a
had
lot.
and like what's gonna give you the biggest thing at once. Like if I can do one thing, it'd be very good for me and gain the other benefit.
Yeah.
Then I would do that right away. It didn't even matter what I was
Yeah.
trying to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have to ignore some things entirely,
Mhm.
which is difficult because you're seeing everything as an option,
and you're
you're
trying
going
to
there
think
like
2 or 3 steps in advance,
Yeah.
and that ends up shooting you in the
Like
foot, too.
I knew that buildings were really accessible to me because like it was all the way up here and it would like wood was not a thing I could really do, so I just ignored it into the end.
Anyway,
All right.
so that was Scythe. It's late. Well, actually, no, that went faster than I thought it did. We're done in about less than 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
So, moved on a fair clip. So, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you Wednesday for the Breakaway solo stream. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.